And after discussing unstable equilibrium, I will give you one example through which we'll see how stable and unstable equilibrium can be seen in a realistic situation. Okay. So in this case, I will write if a particle is disturbed slightly from its equilibrium position and if it does not show any tendency of returning back to the original equilibrium position, instead it keeps on moving in the direction in which it is displaced, then the equilibrium is called unstable equilibrium. Okay, all right, fine. Now I will explain what is that, for which I will take one example. What is that example? Suppose I have two particles, charged particles, plus capital Q, and here also I get plus capital Q, correct? Exactly at the middle here minus Q by 4. I expected it is minus Q by 4. So what will happen, you see, at this particular position, if this force, if you take it to be F1, and this force, if you take it to be F2, then when it is exactly at the middle, F1 is equal to F2. And if this is position O, then initially O is an equilibrium position. All right, O is an equilibrium position. Fine. So if O is an equilibrium position, now what I am doing, if I displace the particle in any direction towards this left one or towards this right one, then what will happen? Let us see. So what I am doing, and one more point, let us imagine that this is R0. Okay, if this is R0, this is also R0. Fine. So if I am displacing the particle in any direction, suppose in this direction I have displaced it by a distance x. So now the particle comes here. So now here is minus Q by 4. Correct? So then at this point of time, I am imagining that in this case, the force acting towards this particle is F2 prime, and force acting in this direction is F1 prime. Correct? As you can see that this distance here is decreased actually. So now what is the new position distance? You can see the new position distance is equal to, how much is this coming? This is R0 minus X, and this position is R0 plus X. Okay, correct? No? Now you see what is the thing? This is electrostatic force. So if it is electrostatic force, then we know it now that F is proportional to 1 by R square. Do we know it or not? X is proportional to 1 by R square, F. So that means if R decreases, F will increase. Right? Correct? So as per the diagram, can I write F2 prime is greater than F1 prime? Okay now? Fine. So what I can write from here, I will write that in this situation, as the charged particle is given displacement in leftward direction, it will accelerate because F2 prime is greater than F1 prime. Hence, it will not show any tendency to come back to, so the particle is in unstable equilibrium. Okay, so the particle is in unstable equilibrium. Correct? So here just I will have a representative diagram once again. So if I take these two are plus Q and plus Q, and most importantly these two charges are fixed, huh? They can't move. If they can move, case पूरा jaundice हो जाएगा एकदम. They are fixed. So here is minus Q by 4. This separation is, as I have taken R0 minus X, this is R0 plus X, and this force is F2 prime, this is F1 prime, F2 prime is greater than F1 prime. So as a result, the particle will have finite acceleration in that direction. Okay now, I hope it is clear to everyone. This is point 2. हाँ भाई बोल.
सर थोड़ा पिछला वाला समझाओ ना.
पिछला वाला समझाओ मतलब?
सर वो ये डायग्राम में का लास्ट पार्ट.
क्या लास्ट पार्ट?
R0 minus X, वो कैसे आया मतलब?
मान ले तेरे घर से बाजू वाला जो राशन शॉप है उसका डिस्टेंस है 1 किलोमीटर, तू उसका बीच में है, तो कितने डिस्टेंस पे है राशन शॉप और घर से? हाफ किलोमीटर से पे. अब तू अगर थोड़ा सा 100 मीटर चल दिया राशन शॉप की तरफ, तो दोनों डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट नहीं कर सकता भाई? कर सकता हूँ ना सर. वही किया है ना मैंने भाई. अच्छा ठीक है. थोड़ा भावना
पार्टिकल को डिस्प्लेसमेंट दिया क्या?
हाँ हाँ.
अच्छा ठीक है, थैंक यू सर.
Okay. Dinesh.
Sir, when it come, the minus charge will come to the positive charge means van der Waals forces will not act, sir.
Where van der Waals forces are coming into consideration here? I am talking. Am I talking about the gaseous molecule?
Yes, sir.
I am not talking. I am talking about point charges. तो केमिस्ट्री पढ़ के तो हाइपर मत हो जाना यार, क्योंकि मैं जब केमिस्ट्री पकड़ना स्टार्ट करूंगा ना एकदम दिमाग सुन्न हो जाएगा.
No, sir.
So just treat them as a point particles. But we are not talking about in gaseous molecules. Okay? Okay ना?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, चलो. हर्षित.
Sir, is there difference between कि पार्टिकल इक्विलिब्रियम में नहीं है और अनस्टेबल इक्विलिब्रियम में है?
नहीं. See, try to understand the chronology. When the particle is in point O, net force on the particle is 0. So O is a point of equilibrium. That is designated first.
Okay, sir.
Now, whether it will be a stable equilibrium or unstable equilibrium or neutral equilibrium, to check that, what will I do? I will displace the particle slightly from that equilibrium position, right? If it comes back to point O, or if it shows any tendency to come back to point O, then O is stable equilibrium. If the particle doesn't show any tendency to come back, rather moves in the direction in which it is given displacement, then it is unstable equilibrium. ठीक है? और if the particle थोड़ा सा distance चला फिर उसके बाद फिर रुक गया, तो such kind of case it is called neutral equilibrium. Clarity आया?
Yes, sir.
Right. चलो. Anybody else has any other question, please? चलो दोस्तों, let's proceed. Now I told you कि I will show one more example. हाँ श्वेत. Okay. Now I will show you one more example. In that example, same kind of situation, but I will show how stable equilibrium is also possible in such circumstance. चलो, let us see that. देखो. So now let us see that we have two charged particles, same two, no difference is there. So here plus q is there, here also plus q is there, and as I said, कि both are fixed. Have we fixed it? Have we fixed it? And as usual, we are taking minus q by 4 exactly at the middle. So whatever distance I have considered them to be r0 and r0, that's fine. This is r0 and this is r0. Okay. So now point is, if I give it a displacement perpendicular to the line joining, here I have given a displacement to be r, or you take this factor as y, small displacement I have given perpendicular to the line joining, right? So now the particle is here, minus q by 4. All right. So then what will happen? This is the direction of the force. It will be attracted by this charge. Here also, it will be attracted by this charge. Energy, right? So now it will have two components. By this force will have fx component. In this direction it will have fy, and this force also have two component. ये हो गया आपका fx. This is fy, मतलब 2fy. ठीक है? Correct only. By can I say that summation of fx is equal to 0? Right? And f net along y is towards O. Correct, bhai? So that means the particle will show tendency to come back to, right? You will argue with me, sir, that is correct, okay fine, no problem, but नीचे फेंकेंगे तो क्या होगा? If I project it downward, then what will happen? The same thing will happen here. This is plus q, this is plus q, this is fixed, this is also fixed. Here we have minus q by 4, suppose projected downward by a factor y, so same thing will happen. This is the force, here this is the force, this is fx, this is fy, this is fx to fy, correct? So here also the force is in the towards O only. So here in this case I can write the particle is in stable equilibrium. Did you understand? Is it clear to everyone? Please respond. Chalo, I will keep it from the previous page. Please look at it again. Professor.
सर अगर एक मैग्नेट है उसके सामने आयरन है तो उसको अगर दूर ले जाएंगे तो वापस आएगा ना उसके पास, तो फिर वो स्टेबल इक्विलिब्रियम हुआ क्या?
यार तू हमेशा फिजिक्स के ऑपोजिट क्यों सोचता है भाई? मतलब यहाँ पे मेरा जो कॉज है, मैंने कॉज को डिस्टर्ब किया क्या? मैंने क्या बोला? दोनों चार्ज पार्टिकल फिक्स है, ठीक है ना? तू बोल रहा है सर मैं हाथ में एक मैग्नेट पकड़ के घूमता रहूंगा दुनिया भर और मेरे पीछे पीछे एक आयरन रॉड भी घूमता रहेगा मेरे साथ, तो काहे का इक्विलिब्रियम पोजीशन हो गया भाई? तू बोल रहा है नहीं सर इसलिए स्टेबल इक्विलिब्रियम होगा। मान लीजिए मैं अगर पटना से हैदराबाद तक दौड़ मारूं तो मेरे पीछे पीछे मैग्नेट भी भागेगा, फिर मैं क्या मैं उल्टा भाग के फिर पटना आ गया, फिर मैग्नेट भी मेरे पीछे पीछे आ गया, तो स्टेबल इक्विलिब्रियम हो गया। भाई इसमें तो दोनों भाग रहा है ना, फिक्स्ड कहां पे है?
सर मैग्नेट फिक्स्ड है तो
हाँ, अगर वैसा होता है तो पॉसिबिलिटी बनेगा।
ओके सर,
समझ गया?
यस सर।
हर्षित?
सर हमें इक्विलिब्रियम में सिर्फ टेंडेंसी देखनी होती है ना?
हाँ, टेंडेंसी चेक करनी होती है, वो इधर टेंडेंसी शो करेगा या तो फिर एक्चुअली वापस आएगा। बट अगर वो टेंडेंसी शो किया तो उसको 100% वापस आना ही है।
ओके सर।
या दिनेश?
Sir, can you say neutral equilibrium by taking the example, sir?
This example?
Yes, sir.
In
Neutral
this-
equilibrium.
in this
Is it
case-
possible, sir?
It is not possible. For any position in this case, neutral equilibrium is not possible.
Yes.
Okay. चलो, I think now you have got clarity regarding unstable and stable equilibrium. ठीक है ना? Don't worry, we will have more explanation in different perspective. ठीक है? So next we will just talk about neutral equilibrium. So what is neutral equilibrium? Neutral equilibrium is, Hardik?
एक बार प्रीवियस पेज।
हाँ, रुक।
पेज।
तो बेटा ड्राइंग बुक देना मम्मा।
So now neutral equilibrium will write if a particle is displaced slightly from equilibrium position and it moves a certain distance and then comes to rest. And then comes to rest. Then it is said that the particle is in neutral equilibrium. Okay, how to give an example? It's a very practical example we can give. Bole Baba, tell me.
Sir, can you show animated videos for more understanding? Natural.
More understanding. Problem is, Shankar, na, in IIT JEE question paper, there will be no animated question paper.
Sir, I mean theory, sir, in this.
Try to understand as I am giving. Where it is needed, I will definitely show you. If it is not needed, then there is no need to show all these videos.
Sir, we understood, sir, by it.
आप और भी अच्छे से अंडरस्टैंड करोगे. वेट करो ना यार. Wait for some time. So now, suppose there is a big size ball on the ground. ठीक है, बहुत बड़ा बॉल है. तो वो कहावत होता है ना, जवानी का जोश. When you are in teenager, आपको लगता है कुछ भी पॉसिबल है. सर, मतलब when we are watching cricket match, at this age we feel that we can play better than Virat Kohli. When we are seeing Jasprit Bumrah is bowling, तो हम लोग ये सोचते हैं कि साला मैं तो हर बॉल पे यॉर्कर डाल सकता हूँ, ये क्यों नहीं डाल रहा है. और even if when we see that a hero is fighting because of a glamorous beautiful heroine, हम लोग ये सोचते हैं कि अरे काश मैं इस हीरो की जगह में होता, मैं तो साला सबको एक ही गुस्से में पटक देता. ये अलग बात है कि मेरे मुंह पे अगर एक पड़ता तो मैं 15 दिन तक हॉस्पिटल में रहता. सो जवानी का जोश बोलते हैं उसको. तो मान लो जवानी का जोश में आके पुष्कर इस पत्थर को हिलाना स्टार्ट कर दिया. ही इज पुशिंग इट. ठीक है, तो बहुत कोशिश करेगा, थोड़ा सा डिस्टेंस ये जाएगा और जाके ये भाई साहब फिर से रेस्ट में आ जाएगा, हिलेगा ही नहीं ज्यादा. Correct? So in such case, it is neither showing any tendency to come back to this position. It is not showing any tendency to accelerate in that direction, but it had covered a certain distance delta x and again came to rest. तो यहाँ पे भी force 0 था, इधर में भी force क्या है? 0 है. So in this case, I will write the big stone is in neutral equilibrium. Did you get the point? Understood? ठीक है. अब देखो, how many realistic situation can happen? Beautiful situation. अगर आप if you ever travel to an hilly areas, ठीक है ना, जहां पे different type का shape and size का stone होता है. मान लो आपके पास, हर्षित बेटा थोड़ा रुक जा. See, सपोज आपके पास ऐसा एक स्टोन है, बहुत बड़ा स्टोन है लेकिन ऐसा है. कैसे? लाइक इट इज बेसिकली रेस्टिंग ऑन टिप विद द ग्राउंड. ट्राई टू इमेजिन, एवरीबॉडी ट्राई टू इमेजिन अ बिग साइज स्टोन इज बेसिकली ऑन द टिप विद द ग्राउंड. तो नाउ इफ वी अप्लाई फोर्स ऑन दिस, मतलब बहुत कोशिश करके फोर्स ऑन दिस, so don't you think that it will start oscillating like this about that point? ऐसे oscillate करेगा ना वो. Are you understanding? Okay, can you visualize? So then in that case, this point will be a point of stable equilibrium. Why? Because when you are displacing it, it is coming back to the original position. Right? So you see, same situation, similar scenario, but different perspective, different physics will come. I hope it is okay. अगर इसमें किसका डाउट है तो पूछिए प्लीज। और प्लीज ये मत पूछिए सर वहां पे अगर तेज हवा चलता मान लीजिए, अचानक से रेनफॉल आ गया, फिर स्नोफॉल भी होने लगा तो पत्थर के ऊपर थोड़ा बर्फ जम जाएगा, इस टाइप का हाइपोथेटिकल सवाल मत पूछिए प्लीज। हर्षित।
सर ये जो आपने केस बताया इस रॉक का,
हाँ,
वो पेंडुलम की तरह हम ले सकते हैं?
पेंडुलम तो स्टेबल इक्विलिब्रियम ही रहता है भाई।
ठीक है सर। सर एक और डाउट है,
बोलो।
जैसे इसमें मतलब यहाँ पे ये रॉक मूव हुआ,
हम्म।
और अगर ये अपने आप रेस्ट में आने की जगह पे हमने एक वॉल रख दिया जिससे वो रेस्ट में आ गया, तो न्यूट्रल इक्विलिब्रियम होगा?
नहीं, कोई भी एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर इसमें नहीं रहना चाहिए।
ओके सर।
ठीक है, ओके।
ऑलराइट सर।
सुनीता गारू।
So once will you show previous page?
यस मैडम।
Thank you, sir.
दिनेश।
The diagram friction is absent means unstable equilibrium, sir.
This diagram, tell me once again.
That not, sir. First,
This-
that page only, sir.
See, I have already told it's a big stone. So when you are having a big stone, it is having huge inertia actually. So it is immaterial whether the surface is having friction or not. It will come to rest because of the inertia only. If you think from the pure theoretical point of view, it must accelerate along the straight line. Okay, shall we proceed now? Right? So now everybody be extremely attentive and careful because we are going to discuss an ultra conceptual topic actually, that is energy diagram. So before proceeding for the energy diagram, I will take one situation like, let us consider that a particle of mass m is moving in a region under conservative force only. So when such thing happens, we know that the total mechanical energy of the particle will be conserved, right? So if I consider that the particle is moving along x-axis, so this is x-axis, particle of mass m moving with velocity v, so we will write that total energy E is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. So there we will write E is equal to half mv square plus u function of x. Okay. Then this equation I'm writing like this: E minus u function of x is equal to half m dx dt whole square. So dx dt is equal to 2 into E minus u function of x divided by m, root under of that, and from there dt is equal to root under m by 2 integration dx by E minus ux whole to the power half x1 to x2 T1 to T2. Okay, is that clear up to this one? ये स्क्रीनशॉट ले रे, जिसको स्क्रीनशॉट लेना है चला फिर बोलेगा सर पीछे वाला पेज। पुष्कर भाई ले लिया स्क्रीनशॉट? हाँ ओके। नेक्स्ट, डेल्टा t is equal to, I am writing root under m by 2 integration x1 to x2 dx by e minus u function of x whole to the power half. All right, okay, fine. Now see what we can write from here. Now very important discussion you're going to start. If ux is greater than e, then you can write delta t is coming negative. Time cannot run back. Delta t cannot be negative. So this is impossible. All right. So that means ux greater than e is never possible. Potential energy cannot be greater than total energy of a system. So potential energy cannot be greater than total energy of a system. All right. Fine, no? Now this entire thing can be interpreted in a different way also. How? See, in the beginning we have written E is equal to K plus Ux, right? So K is equal to E minus U function of X, right? So if we take if Ux is greater than E, then kinetic energy is coming to be negative, which is also impossible. Right? ठीक है ना? हाँ हर्षित।
Last step, sir. Previous page.
This is the last step.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So kinetic energy cannot be negative. Correct? ठीक है। यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा इंफॉर्मेशन मैं बता देता हूँ, क्योंकि आप कहीं कहीं बुक में पढ़ोगे तो पढ़ने के बाद तो समझ में नहीं आएगा, फिर मेरा दिमाग खराब हो जाएगा, तो इसलिए मैं पहले ही बता देता हूँ कि देयर इज अ theoretically there is a particle one particle exists for which kinetic energy is negative, और उसका नाम है टैक्यन। And as I said, every word is important. I said theoretically. Theoretically means it only exists in pen and paper. It doesn't exist in nature. Correct? तो उसके बारे में हम लोग नहीं सोचेंगे। देखो तुरंत साइंटिस्ट का हाथ आ गया। हाँ बोलो।
सर उसका स्पीड लाइट के स्पीड से ज्यादा है ना?
हाँ नाच ले एक बार। To understand anything about the tachyon, we have to gather a knowledge in physics up to the minimum level of MSc. ठीक है, मैं इसलिए खाली इंफॉर्मेशन दिया, इसके बारे में नो मोर डिस्कशन। चलो, so I hope this part is clear to everyone. तो हम लोग what we have to remember only one thing, कि potential energy cannot be greater than total energy of a system. Is that fine to everyone? Accepted? Next you see. Next is the most interesting thing that we're going to see. See, I'm going to draw a graph. that graph is potential energy versus X graph, correct? And the graph is like this. Let us imagine. Like this. Okay? We are considering that this dotted line here is the total energy of the particle. So I repeat again, this yellow line is a potential energy curve and this dotted line is the total energy of the particle, right? At some time, I am considering that the particle is in this position. Particle यहाँ पे है. This is x naught. Now everybody listen to me very carefully. ठीक है? Akash, listen this part very carefully. Huh? Okay. So this is x naught. If this is x naught, like one thing, if I draw a tangent here, it is exactly horizontal. So what it means? कि भाई slope is equal to 0. We know that in a ux versus x graph, slope is nothing but magnitude of the force. So magnitude of the force becomes 0. So at slope is equal to 0 means force equal to 0 means x naught is equilibrium position. Okay, clear? Now I want to verify what kind of equilibrium is this. Is it stable, unstable or neutral? That I want to verify. How will I verify? See, very simple. I am giving this particular displacement in the leftward direction. Correct? So check one thing. When the particle is displaced leftward, can you see that the slope du dx is increasing? Look at the graph. Can you decide the slope is increasing? Initially, this is the angle. After some time, this is the angle. After some time, this is the angle. So slope is increasing now. So du dx increasing in the sense magnitude of the force is also increasing, right? But you know f vector is equal to minus of du dx into x cap. That means force acts opposite to displacement. So force will act in which direction? Force will act in this direction. Particle is displaced leftward, force is acting rightward. So the particle will have acceleration or retardation. Retardation only. So velocity of the particle will go on decreasing. Up to what? That is the question. Sir, it will go on decreasing, fine. But up to what? See, I am drawing one line from here. I am dropping one perpendicular from here. This is the position x1, let us say. And I am saying that here V will be equal to 0. Sir, why sir? What happened all of a sudden that V will be equal to 0 there? If V is not 0 ना, मैसाकार हो जाएगा. अगर तू प्रूव किया वहां पे V 0 नहीं है तो तुझे नोबेल मिल जाएगा. Because in this shaded region U is greater than E. Check. This was E only, no? This is higher than E. So U is greater than E. So if E is greater than E, kinetic energy is equal to negative. It means the particle can't exist in that region. Right? Understood or not? Clear? Chalo, right. Now I will put it in language. Don't worry. I will write everything so that you can remember. So one by one I will write. First point, the particle is displaced leftward. Correct. What happens then? Magnitude of F increases, but F vector is acting rightward. Is that fine? Achha, why that magnitude of F is increasing? So in bracket I will love because slope increases. Clear? Then since force is acting rightward, the particle will slow down as it moves further leftward. Right? Next, at x equal to x1, it will come to rest momentarily. Right? Why it will come to rest momentarily? In bracket I will write the reason, because further leftward U greater than E, so kinetic energy is negative, hence it cannot exist there. So I am not writing repeatedly. Okay now? So what is the next chronology? At x1, V instantaneous is equal to 0, but F is not 0. Why? Because slope is not 0. Correct? So what will happen? The particle will start return journey. Correct? Return journey means towards x0 again. Okay? So now from x1 to x0, amazing thing will happen. From x1 to x0, velocity will increase as force vector is parallel to velocity vector. So when it was moving from x0 to x1, it was slowing down, but when it's returning from x1 to x0, it is speeding up. Right? Next, after some time, it will cross x0. Correct? The moment it crosses x0 and move further rightward, the cycle repeats. I hope you are understanding. The cycle repeat means again it will come to this position, that is x2. Cannot cross x2. Why? See, same logic. U greater than E. So kinetic energy is negative. So again it will turn back from x2. So basically what it is doing? This between x1 and x2. So it keeps on oscillating between x1 and x2. Shrutik sir?
So how do we know that F is acting rightwards? Sir, how do we know that F is acting rightwards?
F is acting rightward?
Rightward.
F equal to minus du dx, no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Pushkar?
सर पिछला पेज दिखाओ सर।
अभी इस पेज में क्या डाउट है बोल, पिछला पेज बाद में।
नहीं है कुछ।
पूजिता टेल मी।
Sir, at x naught f will be 0 na sir.
At x naught,
F will be 0 na sir.
yes, f will be 0
Then how it will cross x naught?
because it has some velocity. It is crossing x naught with maximum velocity. That velocity is constant. Consider the pendulum, you will understand immediately. Yeah, right. It is behaving like a pendulum actually. Professor, any emotion, frustration, anger, anguish, anything? Shiva?
Sir, then it is in which equilibrium, sir?
Stable equilibrium, obviously.
But
Repeated.
at the end, it won't come to rest, no, sir. It will
No,
go.
no, no. It will just keep on oscillating. So every time you are displacing it, it is showing a tendency to come back to x naught. So it's stable equilibrium.
But sir, at the end, it won't come to rest, no, sir. If it is frictionless and all.
No, it will not come to rest.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
चलो फिर bye bye for now. Let's meet tomorrow. Okay. चलो bye everyone. Bye bye.